Mm-hmm. Down, down. Sneaky dump. Down, down. Up. 50-50. 50-50. Nearly dump mode. Down. Down. More than likely to try bounce somewhere in here. First touch, couple scalp. Not really anything bouncing off of this side. I turn this side on if I'm not looking at the other exchanges. Where could that bounce put us? What? We've got a big one. Back into the JMA. Let's see. Guess that's about it. Taking that risk. Gonna try for another one. There you go. And not much love. $70 move, about half. Okay. Okay. What, coming into this initial target, I'd imagine. Max. Did it match? Not yet. Next candle ideally is a doji. And then if it was to continue in expansion pump mode, it would have the legs to get back up into the 1 minute cone quite rapidly within the 1 minute candle. I'll try push for that now. So it's the next candle closes a doji. Is the fight to stay bullish. bullish strategy. So obviously green or above, but let's see how this goes. That's in pump mode now. And 3 minutes or so in it. 5 minutes. 15 minutes, still in a little bit of a dump. Well, it is in dump mode, doesn't matter. 10 minutes till that rolls off. I would imagine if this breaks highs, it will go 50-50. See, there you go, pump mode, bang. So anything above the green line here is pump. Okay, so anything above the green line is pump mode. 3 hours is only moving into 50-50. Okay. Okay. So there needs to be a little bit bigger of a push. On the 3 hour. So I would maybe not this candle in the 3 hour, the next 40 minutes, but I'd imagine try open and close above there within the next 40 minutes. That could be quite healthy to the upside. Oh, buddy. Okay, following through, a little bit of hidden bull dev. Let's go have a look on the 1 minute coons. See if we're hitting anything. 1 minute coons. 2 blue targets to the upside here. Stop lagging. Yeah. Maybe bodies, wicks to the red ones. Oh. Obviously hold above white. Hold above white, it will slow this dump down. Get below white, it's still in 50-50. So the bears are trying to play it in. Why is this thing hopping like that? Okay, we're gonna have to close this. There we go, 50-50 above. Slow this bearish action down. So then it's gonna cause smaller candles up. It's not bearish as of yet, you could say. Just means you're gonna deploy smaller candles to the upside. Outlier, more than likely gonna try deploy, if it was a bearish candle, I'd say minus $20 move, maybe into the top of the orange lines here. Here it's trying to actually push up, so this is bots and algos fighting it out. Momentum bots are kind of short, looking for continuation. Algorithmic bots are just, they're holding there with limit orders, not active buy orders. Now they're actively setting. Well, they could have got screwed there. But as it moved into that, they're looking to put limit sells. So they're not actively hitting it. You could say the momentum bot or the momentum trader is actively trying to short here. It's 50-50. Or short, take profit, whichever one is doing. So the bots and algos at 83 seem to push it up. Now bots, algos, limit short, momentum traders are going to try go short. They're going to aggressive bull, or the exchange hunts me is going to try put a limit sell exit anywhere at that red line. So as soon as you the red line touch price action, something might happen. Getting swooped. So that was about the orange area, a little bit deeper than we'd expect. Well, I did call it $20 move to this downside off of just that first one. So just say from below that thing, that was a bit more. That was about a $20 move, a bit more. Okay, gonna try push for a little bit more continuation down. I'd imagine if it gets the legs into the pink, the faster you do it, the easier it is to keep track of everything. got everything on if I am talking like this. I do. Okay. See, anything gonna negate us? 50-50, 50-50, positive drift, white line. This is where they're gonna, as I said, that red line is where that short would be if they wanted to spook you on the exchange with your shorting. Yeah, it's usually about it. Push a little harder, I suppose you can. And then we need to see maybe an expansion mode if it does get up here. Yeah, we need to see more of an expansion mode. Positive drift. To hold it, try wick this line and bounce back up if you're going to be bullish. That would be just a lot easier to see. Press the buy button, let's see if you go back up. If you get below the line, I'd be right out. Okay, well, if you're going to try, we do have these blues of blues. Okay, I imagine maybe the 45 minute is kicked around with enough price action. Which one was it, the 3 hour? Not yet. Ooh, okay, 45 minutes. 15 minutes, gonna carry on through for 5 minutes. This one? Nice. Okay. Ooh, those are incorrect lines. Okay, push into the cones. Bang. I'd be more than happy to have taken profit. What I would want to feel like is the gamble for me is trying to get out at about like another $60 higher. But take some profit if I do feel like it's bullish. I know I've got 2 more upside targets I can scalp towards. I would imagine hold around this blue line here, you could get a pump mode. This is contraction pump. So pump mode could whip this thing up quite fast, quite hard. Let's see. Hold above, yeah, I'd say hold above the blue line. See if there's another buy. Bang. Doesn't really look like there would be. Be out of it. Yeah. There you go. So close, I gave it up into dump mode. Let's look for another. Are these 2 white lines round about in the same place? Ugh, a little bit of spray. Okay. And then I'd say any closes below this pink line, you start looking for this zone of liquidity, which is the edge of the 1 minute cone, if I have this correct. Is it? Yeah, edge of the 1 minute cone. You start closing below these blue ones, I'd say start looking for downsides here. As you can see, anything to stop that liquidity would be the pinks. Last little drive of maybe a bullish push into those upside targets we're talking from, somewhere in here. Let's see. It's around about now. I'd imagine if there's a crazy bull, he should try and hit this candle. I would long it. Ideally, I'd long it now. Boom. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't jolt down too fast, but if it does move a couple dollars out, it's such a high risk long. Nothing's really come. Cold feet. Sell. I'd have expected them to try buy there. Could have been up, but it's alright. It was written down. So yeah, I suppose following it. Ooh. suppose it's he, or whatever it is. Looks like it'll be following in on the 1 minute. It looked like it was 5 seconds before close as well. Maybe that's when it's bullish. This one, maybe to keep structure, they're trying to print. Fuck, I don't even know how to explain it anyway. They're printing in the first 5 seconds. They're going to put in a lot of action. If they're bullish, they'll let it idle, and then I usually saw them trying to hit it in the last 5 seconds as well. So it looks like they've given up on the last 5 seconds and just trying to hit it on the first 5 seconds. Not much has happened here as we are saying that observation. So right now, this would be a fight between momentum bots, you could say, and volatility bots. Volatility bots are limit sells. I would say momentum bots, they are. I would imagine them to be takers. Okay. Drop and pop, let's see. Ideally a little bit lower, the orange. This one's orange. Yeah, move is played through, but that was the pop. Okay. Hey, stream health, man. I need like a bar. So I guess the stream quality goes down during a Bitcoin reversal. Or during an attempt thereof. Let's see. A little bit dirty how we're looking on this one. Yeah, we want it above that green line for the 3 hour. I think that thing closes in 20 minutes. Because then it'll kick it out of 50-50, whichever which way I would imagine. Closes above, it'll kick it out of 50-50. Closes below, it will kick it out of 50-50. 90 minutes still holding strong. Small bias to the upside of those bots. 45 minutes. Trying to back it with the 15. It's dumping in pump mode. This could interestingly, if this thing holds its signature the way it is, in the 1 minute could interestingly enough just shoot all the way back up to where that 15 minute opened. Somewhere here, up to this price. It doesn't really back off. 5 minutes. 5 minute will be the decider for that 15 minute signal. 3 minutes still pushing up slowly, even with this little wick in here. 1 minute's still kind of safe to try push up a little bit here. Have some outliers. Edge of the cone rejection. Sort of see your last chance, bulls. here, I would like the orange line, this one here on the left. Got an $8 difference between the two, so that's, yeah, bang. Look to press buy somewhere in here, to be honest. If it's not here by now, I'm gonna look for a buy. This is so stupid, but it would go to here. Otherwise, I'm gonna get screwed all the way to this line, but it's alright. I'll buy that line again if it gets there. Out. No, I'm gonna wait for this one. That trade would have been like a quick hopium scalp. Yeah, pretty much to there. So they got me out a little bit more. It's alright. But that would have been the idea of that trade coming in here. Just to take profit here. Bang, take profit. Now we are looking for this. Start to look for a little bit of a long. Am I too soon on my longs? It's in the 1 minute candle. Okay, everything's in trend dump. I can only long because I trade spot, right? So that's how I have to look at this. So I gotta get it to max out even when it goes down. But try not to lose as much as I'm trying to scalp. Let's see here. Not giving us the night with the nice. You see, this thing's gonna try pull up back into these lines here. The $21 move. Yeah, it's not giving me so nice on the lines. Have I got the wrong cone on? No, 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 no. Tried for a gap refill. Is that what they tried to do? You couldn't see the gap, bro? That's a son of liquidity. There's another one here. Maybe a little bit of a wiki. Not now. Next candle. Let's see what that 15 minutes saying. Ooh. That was tough. That was a lot of work to turn that 15-minute bull around. Right, homie's holding in strong over here somewhere. I'm guessing he's fighting for $270, $100 above price. Let's see. Try to look for a long, because it did dump. Hasn't broken the long signal just yet. Obviously it can quickly flick into a huge bearish dump, although it'd be quick to the orange, I'd imagine. It's still holding, it's holding pump mode. A little bit, oh, I'll just press long, bro, fuck it. I can take, yeah, there you go. Just take that profit off of whatever was lost there. We'll be happy to take profits there, as to say, get back whatever that may have been lost in the $10 there, or whatever it was given up. It's making back about 25, that's not bad. Can look for re-entry. Dominance is going up, not really convinced Bitcoin looking to trend out of here to the upside currently. 15 minutes. Let's see. Okay, bots momentum bots are trying to get in now. I'd imagine they'd be happy anything above 178. Ideally, they'd like 178. Can momentum bots trigger the algos into picking a decision? Not really equal, up and down, nothing's really changed. So this is maybe the refold to see for those momentum bots that when this was going through, this is their potential buy here. I'll try to look for the orange here, tries buy it again, gets below this candle, get out. Just take, what's that? My word, this would be hard to hold the trade long. I ideally would want to take profits. What is the move? It's glitching. That's like $20 move. Yeah, take profit. Now we're going to try to look for a long again. If they can hold that, that might be good. If not, they're going to start trying to push to the outside of this orange. Down to here. We'll expect the retest maybe a couple a little bit up. Where's this 3 hour? 13 minutes away. Where's this 15 minute? Okay. Maybe a 3 hour is going to have to push to close above there to try to be bullish intraday. On the next open. But anything can happen. 13 minutes. Last little hopium bounce to get us back up here before the 30-minute closes. Let's see. Momentum bots are trying to line up. They're starting to beat up, you could say, the more aggressive algos. Yeah, there's that dude sitting in here at like $100 above price action. It was like 250. There is that bull on the 15-minute. So when it does get back up to 250, I want to see if he's going to follow through with the contraction bull as well, or if he's just a mega expansion bull. Let's see. Mid orders here. So even if they are active take profits, they're here to be exhausted, but not the case at that level. Enough to mess with the 15, enough. Still the same, still the same. Still okay, last little push. Let's see to the upside. USDT sort of going down on the 15-minute. A lot easier to long if this is fucking red. Inverse of that is a lot easier to long if these two are green. Okay. Trying for the green. Let's see what the 3 hour says. So like how I look at this is shit's in expansion mode, right? And because it's 50-50, that would have been a good buy, at least within that candle. Obviously, you got to wait for the right place, but if you take your profit right there, volatility bots want to push it up, momentum bots want to push it down. So playing out into the levels we'd previously mentioned earlier on. This is 1 minute here. This is the inside. It's the edge of the 1 minute cone. Price action is trying to break into it on this side. Here you can see the pink line, and that is matching up. What would this mean? If Bitcoin's price is above here, pretty much where it is that 1 minute's wick, for however long you'd expect it to move about another $300 to the upside. If not, you expect stuff down here at $1,300. That's but about the same move down, $350 down. That would be how I would trade the range until either of these targets kind of break. Because I know here, this range is more optimal. Below here, this range is more optimal. Even though I know it's more optimal, you still heard us trying to get long over here. Pretty dope. As previous observation is, we're looking for that 3 hour to close over here. We'll get a better answer. My guess would be closes above the green line. It's going to try print positive drift if I remember correctly. Prints below it, it might be a dump. Might be dump mode. I'll say opens, ideally opens here, where it would close above or below would dictate how fast it's going to be at dump mode, or a slow bleed up, which could easily lead into pump mode on the other time frames. It would be nice if it closes around here. Then if you are conscious of a price level and you want a price level in the sand, that could be a cool level in the sand to go either up or down for the couple hours. this print, and then I'm gonna go. Last push, we're on the 1 minutes, breaking in. Now you're up here, up there I suppose is where the 3 hour would move into pump mode. Below, pretty much below the pink as well. This is positive drift mode, I would imagine, until it gets up there. Then the 3 hour will have to change, because 6 hour ass will be kick-a-rude. Boom. Slow drift. Okay, dinner time. Hope you guys have a good one further. African Crypto Warlord out. 3 hour is in the statement we're looking for, positive drift if above this line, which I'll try retest again now shortly, more than likely.